everybody. This is Karen Hooley. I need to adjust my camera here. Give me a sec to get, there we go. Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to the second podcast of Crochet, Coffee, and Chat with Karen. If you're here, make sure you go to the chat and let me know that you're here and tell me where in the world you're watching from. I'm here with my coffee. I don't know if you've ever seen these mugs before, but this is my knitted, I know this is crochet, but this is my knitted sweater coffee mug made by Creative with Clay by Sharon, and I want to say his last name is Sakar. Sharon, if you're watching, I apologize if I just butchered your name, but he makes the most amazing fiber coffee mugs. I have a little dish that's over where I sit that is a crocheted doily that's imprinted into a little dish that I use for my stitch markers and stuff. So if you haven't been or seen his work, I will post a link to his website in the show notes after the show is over. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm excited today because I have a box here from Knitting Fever International or Incorporated. I can't remember which way it is, but it's KFI is what we affectionately call them. They sent me a bunch of yarn to swatch with and check out, and I thought I'd share it with you. I actually got the box on Saturday, and I literally have not gone through it, so I have no idea what's in this box, but I wanted to wait a couple minutes because I see there's a few people coming in as this is going live. But make sure, again, guys, if you're here, to tell me you're here in the chat. Probably notice I have a haircut. It's the first time I've gotten it cut since we moved here to Central Washington, and I hate it. I'm going to be honest. It's way too short. The back is all uneven. I'm waiting for it to grow a little bit longer before I go have it fixed. But so if you're noticing the new do, that is what it is. Hi, Linda. It's good to see you. No worries about missing me last week. My videos will always be available to rewatch, even if you can't make it live. I'm hoping the weather is going to be good. I should check. Yesterday we were 102. I should check to see what. Right now it's 79 degrees at 9 a.m. and we're supposed to get to 100 this afternoon. So it's beautiful outside. It's beautiful outside, but it's very warm. So I'm kind of glad that we have air conditioning. Hi, Karen. Yay, I'm glad KFI is here. Hi, Brenda. It's good to see you. I'm going to start the unboxing here in a minute. I just thought I'd let people pop in and see how many people we'll have before we get started. Karen, I'm really excited because I took the tape off the box, but I didn't go through it. I saw this bubble wrap on top and I said, I'm going to wait until everybody gets to see it with me. So I'm very excited to see. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're about 5 minutes into the video. So this big old box came last week. And well, it came last week. I hadn't been able to go get it until Saturday. But I got this big old box of yarn. And on top, I have bubble wrap. We're going to go ahead and we'll just start opening and talk about the yarns. Oh, lots of bubble wrap on this one. I got I got a postcard for their indulgence, hand painted with a little note from Karen. Thank you, Karen. Oh my gosh. The Likey Driftwood crochet hook set. Oh, I'm so excited. I have a couple of the knitting needles, but I haven't actually used the crochet hooks yet. I was gonna go get some at the local shop before I moved, and then COVID happened. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna open this up right away because this is like something I have been wanting for a long, long time to play with. Look at this, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take the little piece out. This comes in this really nice case. It's kind of a navy blue. It's kind of hard to see. Navy blue. Oh, it's black. That's black. But the lighting in my office is not always the best in the mornings. I face west, so I always have my blinds, which are in front of me, open in the mornings to get as much light as I can before it gets too hot. Anyway, look at these hooks, guys. They're made out of they call them driftwood, but are they driftwood? I can't remember the wood. It's birchwood. It's just beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to try these. I've got a project on the hook right now that I need to start, so I'm going to use these. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Let's see, who else is here? Susanna came in. And Gina. Hello, Susanna and Gina. It's good to see you guys. I'm glad you're here to watch. Okay, so let's go to the yarn in here. Okay, there's a big old white box in there. Give me a sec to see if I can pull it out. I guess it's not going to let me pull it out. So anyway, there's a box with a sticker from KFI, and it's wrapped in tissue. I'm going to just pull it out this way. Oh my gosh, you guys, wait till you see this. So they know that I really like fingering weight and lace weight and some BK too, but oh my gosh, they sent me a whole bunch of different yarns that I haven't seen before, some of these. So let's see if I can get this box out. It might be easier. Okay, that's what we do. All right, so let's start. I'm going to go from left to right and just pull things out. Noro. I can always tell by the label, even if it's upside down, I can always tell this is Nora. This is Noro's, let me see, Nishiki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I butcher these a little bit. Look at this. This is a 77% cotton and 23% polyamide. Brenda, this is something you could work with your allergies. This is a beautiful yarn. It's so soft. And, you know, they say nobody does color like Noro, and it's in the blue tones. I love this yarn. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's a really, really good, tight ply. So I think this is going to be amazing to crochet with. And what I like about it, I don't know if you can see it real well in the video, but there's a little bit of barber pulling in there. I don't know if you can see that, along with just, you know, solid strands in there. So this is going to be fun to swatch with. Excuse me. It is pretty, isn't it, Susanna? Actually, let's see the yardages on this one. This one's got 240 meters, so about 260, 265 yards roughly if I do really quick math on it. It's, yeah, about 260, 265. So this would be a lovely cowl. It's, I would call this fingering, maybe a heavy fingering weight yarn. It's beautiful. Okay, I know, Susanna. Now I know, I'm recognizing you right off when she said Stilly River. I know exactly who you are. It's great to see you here. So that is the Nora. Oh, it's so soft. Brenda, if you want something that's non-wool, this is really soft. It's beautiful. And you know how Nora is with color. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this is one I haven't seen before. This is Nurture. 100% cotton, Brenda. And it's 219 yards. Definitely, it's a number 3, so light. So that's kind of at the DK weight and sport weight. Beautiful color. Color number 22, it doesn't have a color name on it. So I recommend using a crochet hook that is a 7 to an I with this, so definitely on the DK sport weight. It's kind of a boucle. I'm going to try to get close. My camera doesn't always focus real well when I get this close. Can you see the boucle in there, the little ridges in there? This would make a gorgeous sweater. I mean, just let simple stitches make the fabric sing because of the boucle in there. You'll get this beautiful texture. And the color is kind of a rosy, it looks a lot more rusty in this photo. At least on my screen, it looks rusty. It's more of like a berry color, like a raspberry color. It's beautiful and it's soft. Cherry splash. Okay, so it's definitely a cherry color. I would definitely say that. Oh my gosh, this is so soft too. And I love cotton. Cotton is something I have been wanting to design a sweater in for so long, and I just have not found the right cotton yet, because a lot of times when people think cotton, they think of things like the worsted weights, like the sugar and cream and that, and they don't realize that there are some gorgeous, gorgeous cottons out there that are fingering weight, that are mercerized, that are that you can crochet with and make beautiful, beautiful things. So I'm very excited. This is gorgeous. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And guys, I'm planning to do some swatching online as I go through these yarns in the next week or two. So probably, let's say in September, I'll start doing that, because I do have a couple things I have to get done before the end of the month. But here's another one, new one. It's another cotton. I'm going to say this hopefully right, Araucania Huasco cotton. Again, another 100% cotton. It has a nice bounce. The nurture, if that's what you're talking about, it's beautiful. I can't wait to swatch with this one. This one is amazing. So we're getting all the cotton, and I'm really excited because I don't have much cotton in my stash either. So, okay, so the Huasco cotton is 100% cotton. This one has 481 yards, and it's a lace weight, guys. And you guys know how much I love lace weight. And this is color number 1009. Look at that. It's kind of almost kettle dyed. Got a little bit of speckle in there. A lot of white space, which is cool when you're crocheting. I don't think the way this is dyed, I think this would definitely be, there wouldn't be, depending on the number of stitches, of course, but I don't think there'd be some of that funky pooling that you get sometimes with crochet. And with lace weight and a 481 yards, I could make a chalette out of this. This is just beautiful. And this would actually, if you have my book, Modern Italian Lace Crochet, I have the Lace Simplicita sweater. It's a cardigan that is done in a raspberry color. This would be gorgeous in that. If you wanted something that was more colorful. Oh, the colors. And this again is really, really soft. This would be a gorgeous shawl, right, Susanna? I mean, it's just beautiful. It's got a really tight twist to it. That's really important when you're looking at cottons too for crochet. If you don't have a good tight twist, cotton doesn't have the stretch memory that wools have. Cotton tends to, I mean, you probably remember, I'm going to age myself here, but back in the 80s, a big, the Limited used to have those, what do they call, like the shaker neck V-neck sweaters. Everybody wore them. I mean, when I was in high school, everybody had them in all different colors, and they would just stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch. But so with cotton, they just, you know, usually you wash them and they'll shrink back somewhat. I mean, depending on how you lay it out, but it doesn't have the stretch. So One of the important things when you're crocheting with cotton is that you need to have a tight twist so that you don't split the yarn, because if you start splitting cotton, you're going to lose whatever shape you've got already in that yarn. So that's really important. Susanna, you remember those sweaters? I'm Brenda. I knew you were going to love this box as soon as I started seeing all the cotton. This is, I can't wait to put this one on the hook too. This is gorgeous. So let's go on to the next one. I got a lot of yarn in here, guys. So we're going to, okay. So this is another, oh gosh, this is gorgeous color too. This is another Araucana yarn. This is the Huasco sock. So this one is 75 wool, 25 polyamide. So Brenda, with your wool allergies, this isn't going to be one for you. But this has got 25% polyamide, which is like what I consider like a nylon. Because when you're making socks, you definitely need at least 20% nylon, especially crocheted socks, to help with wear on your yarns. This one has 433 yards in this. So, and it's fingering weight, super fine, number one. And the color is Bella Vista. This one has the name on it, 1018 Bella Vista. Look at those. It's this beautiful, and I'm not usually a yellow person, but it's got the berry colored speckles in it and a little bit of orange in there. So these are going to make some really cool socks. I'm thinking that this might actually, I'm working on, I'm doing an online class next month through my my local yarn shop, Stilly River Yarns. We're doing my cuff down sock class. But what I want to do is add a class on toe up based on that class. And I've been looking for a yarn, and I think this might be the sock yarn that I'm going to use to make my toe up socks. I'm working on a platform on my website. It should be live late September. So look for that class in like maybe early to mid October. So this is gorgeous, and it's really soft, and it's let's see what else. It's hand painted in Turkey. Oh, it's beautiful. I love them. I mean, I love wool socks. I mean, winter's coming, and this is the time of year that I'm always in socks. Bella Vista, isn't that pretty? Isn't that really, really pretty? You guys, there's some really gorgeous yarns. Karen or Gina, does KFI have any sock weight yarns that are not wool blends, that are cotton or something, that for those who have allergies that might be able to make some socks out of something that's not wool? If you could let us know, that would be great, because I know Brenda has really severe allergies to wool. So, okay. Oh, here's another one of the Huasco cotton. This is that lace weight that I had before. It's a different color. This is color 10 or 1007 lace weight, 100% cotton. Isn't this? Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous too. So again, this is the one that has the 481 yards. So the one I showed you before was this one. So you can see the two different colorways. Oh, so soft, really gorgeous. Okay, those are both going to be shawlettes, I think. They're just beautiful. Okay, let's see what's next. Mirasol Concha. Okay, this is new to me too. All right, this is 50% merino lamb's wool, superfine merino lamb's wool, and 50% cotton. Those cotton wool blends. So this one is going to have a little more memory on the yarn. So if you stretch it, I mean, there's still the cotton in there that's going to give it some stability, but you've got the lamb's wool that'll give it some stretch. And this is I'm going to say this is a sport thing. Well, it's probably, looking at it, probably a heavy fingering to sport weight. It says it's a number 3, which is usually on the DK side, so it's probably close to that too. It's a Beautiful blues. Beautiful blues. And this one has 437 yards in it. And they suggest, let's see, a G, a 4.5 or 7 to a, I can't read that really, or to an I. So 7 to an I. Crochet hook, this beautiful blue, color number 13, Lago Andino. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, and it's soft. It's, you know, there's something about wool. I know, I'm sorry, Brenda, but there's something about wool that's just so soft and comforting. And this is gorgeous. And this would be another one that I might swatch for a sweater just based on the color alone. But it's not quite, excuse me, I'm losing my voice this morning. It's not quite as tight of a twist on this one, but I think if you use a large enough hook, you can not split your yarn as much. One of the keys that I find for not splitting yarn when you've got a looser twist is to make sure that the top of the hook doesn't have a point. It's more rounded at the top because it tends to want to slide through things instead of, or slide around things instead of going right through the plies. So that's just a little tip that for me, the way I'm a knife holder and for me, the way I crochet, having a more rounded tip works for less splitting. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, guys. And again, this one has a little bit of barber pulling. Can you see that right there? Barber pulling is when you've got two colors in the yarn that twist together, so it looks like, you know, the red and white barber poles that you used to see back in the day. That's what barber pulling is, if you haven't heard that term before. And then there's a lot of just like here where the dye didn't take as well. It's lighter blue and then the darker blues. This is a very beautiful denim. Anna Louisa, yes, it's totally okay to say you're having hooker envy. I can't wait to start swatching these and show you guys what I'm coming up with. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have some cottons to work with. Okay. Oh, here's a kettle dyed Araucana Huasco sock kettle dyed. Isn't that gorgeous? This is again 75 superwash merino and 25% of nylon that's been recycled. So this has got recycled nylon in there. That's really cool. 439 yards. And this is fingering. They recommend a size B to E crochet hook. Painted lace has the right gauge for socks. And as do several of our other yarns, but don't generally have the 25% nylon. So, Brenda, you might want to look at their painted lace yarns. And I think I knitted a pair of socks years ago on painted lace. Not years ago, but a while ago, if I remember correctly. So, Brenda, that might be one to look at for you. This is a gorgeous color too. It's called Scarlet. It's number 1009. And it looks more orange on my screen. It's more of a, let me see if no, backing it up, it's not going to do that either. It's more of like a deep scarlet red with some lighter areas where the color didn't take as well. Or it's kettle dyed. So it has those variations in the way it's dyed. Very tight twist. It's perfect for socks. Oh, soft too. Very soft. And usually when I see anything above like 20% nylon, I always think scratchy, because a lot of the yarns back in the day when I was learning to crochet, if they had more than 20% nylon in them, they were really scratchy. But these days they've come up with some ways of using nylon that make yarns really soft. And this is just absolutely fascinating color and fascinating yarn. And I can't wait to swatch this up, because this would make another beautiful sweater. more on the wool side, but oh my gosh, it's a sweater or even a shawl in this color would be absolutely amazing. Okay, yeah, it's definitely more red than what you're seeing on the screen. It's very orange on my screen for some reason. Beautiful though. All right. Now this yarn I just saw yesterday for the first time on Instagram. This is Jody Long, My Little Sunshine, and it's Easy Care Organic Cotton Blend, and the color is number 15 Bubbles. And this one, Brenda, I think this is for you too. 60% organic cotton, 40% acrylic. And oh my gosh, and it's got 360 yards in this ball. And it is I'm going to call this a finger, well, it's probably between a lace and a fingering. Definitely more on the fingering side than lace. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Isn't this blue just amazing? I keep forgetting that my camera is up. I just did a class online this weekend, and I had the video looking down at my hand, so I didn't have to lift everything, so I apologize. So, Jody Long, My Little Sunshine. Never seen this one before. It's beautiful. So soft. And cotton acrylic, so it's going to have the properties of acrylic where you're going to have a little bit of that memory. Again, this is make an amazing Le Simplicita sweater. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I can't wait to start swatching with this one. This one is going to be so much fun. And blues are my favorite colors, guys, so I want you to know that. I'm very excited to swatch with that. Okay, let's see. Okay, Louisa Harding. You guys, most of you probably heard of Louisa Harding. This is her Lucci, and I think this is relatively new too, if I remember correctly. It's a fingering weight wool blend. It's 41 virgin wool, 41 acrylic, 18 viscose, 349 yards, and it's a lace. It's a 1, so it's super fine, which is a fingering. They recommend a B, size B through E crochet hooks, and the color is tourmaline. And if I'm butchering these names, I'm apologizing right now. I tend, when I'm reading new words that I've never read before or haven't said out loud before, I tend to Italianize them. Italian is my first language, even though I don't speak it as much as I used to. But the way I pronounce and do my phonics as far as pronouncing words it's still Italian. So isn't this gorgeous? I mean, it's got, again, you've got the barber pulling in there. It's got a relatively tighter twist, not as tight as some of those sock yarns. So I would definitely go with a hook that has a little more of a rounded edge at the top. But oh my gosh, it's all barber pulling. So this is, I'm excited about this. This would make a beautiful hat, beautiful shawlette, a beautiful, fingerless mitts or a cowl. And I can totally see the way this is got some long striping going on. You can see there's longer colors, going through this as you're winding. Not what I would call a gradient. I'd call this more long striping. This would be a beautiful sweater. I can see this as a top-down sweater maybe, or even another cardigan. Just beautiful. And I can totally see this as a really lacy shawl, kind of like this would be really pretty in, especially this colorway. For my first book, Garden Shawls, the green shawl, and for the life of me, my name of that shawl is escaping me, but it's the one that looks like leaves. Why is that name just escaping me right now? But this, because it's such an open work shawl, this would be absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I see a lot of shawls in Louisa. That I'm trying not to see shawls. I'm trying to think of other things to do. So, because shawls are my #1 design. So, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. And it's soft again. It's really, really soft. Oh, I can't wait to try. Oh, you know, I'm going to be swatching for days and days with all this yarn. It's awesome. Okay, this is fun. Okay, this is El Rey's Sequin City. Can you guys see the sequins in there? The little bit of sparkle in there? Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is 100% polyester. It's 295 yards. The color is Moonlight, which is a 02. For me, I mean, for crochet, yarns like this is, I would say this is, they call it a number 2 fingering, which I would say, yes, I would use a hook that I would use for fingering if I was using this by itself to make something. This would make beautiful jewelry. This would make beautiful scarves. Even a shawl that's for a fancy occasion. I mean, this is gorgeous. But I tend to like to take these yarns and carry them along with another. Like, imagine putting a little bit of bling with this in a shawl. So it'd be a little thicker weight, but can you imagine how beautiful that would be? Or even with this one, add a little bling. But oh my gosh, I could think of quite a few things to do with this. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous too. It's all polyester, so Brenda, you could use this. Oh yes, hoop earrings. Oh yes, absolutely, Susanna. How many of you guys are bling girls or boys? I don't know if there's any boys out there. These are, I just love bling. I mean, anytime I get a chance to use yarn that has a little bit of bling in it, oh, snowflake garland. Yes, Gina, this would be a beautiful snowflake garland. Actually, you just gave me some ideas. But anytime there's stellina in a yarn, which is that like the silver or gold filaments that go through, sometimes they're multicolored, anything that's got a little shine to it, I'm gravitate, especially when I go to a yarn shop and I see a wall that has all the shiny stuff. I mean, that's usually my first stop. So this is going to be fun to work with. And I love sequins. I don't know if any of you have my book, Pineapple Passion, but the Pineapple Dreams shawl is made with yarn that already has the polyester strand with the sequins in it. So if you're looking for sequins, this might be a good way to do that shawl if you have another yarn that doesn't already have the sequins in it. So this is Ella Rae Sequin City. So that's that one. Oops. I dropped them off my edge of my desk. Just a few more, guys. Okay, here's another Jody Long, My Little Sunshine cotton. It's this is the color Bunny. I think this is the same yarn. Yeah, just different color. So these are 100% cotton. Or no, sorry, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. Sorry. 2 different colors. Actually, these are really pretty together. I could totally see a shawl done in these 2 colors together. That would be really pretty. Oh, there you go, Karen. We like holding the Sequin City and Silky Kid together. Many good color combos. That's good to hear. Silky Kid. Okay. I'll have to look at that too, because that would be. I mean, what I like about sequins too is, especially that the holidays coming, and we'll see if we have holiday parties this year. But I'm always looking for something that has a little sparkle in it for a special party or something. So, and then like next year, my daughter's getting married, and I'll probably want to make myself a shawl or something to wear at the wedding. So, and of course, I'm going to have sparkle. I mean, that's just what I do. So, that's a really good idea. I'll have to look at the Silky Kid. Bye, Suzanne. I'm glad you could be here. Make sure you watch the end of the video when you can. Oh, okay, Karen, I'll look and see. I mean, I'm getting close to the end here, so it might be one of the next couple. Again, though, this Jody Long, My Little Sunshine, cotton, organic cotton blend. So it's got a little bit of acrylic in this. Beautiful colors, beautiful colors. That's actually, there we go. Now I've got some clarity here. I've actually got some ideas for these two colors together. So we'll have to, I have my little notebook here. So after I'm done with the video, I'm probably going to write down every one of these yarns and what's going through my head right now. Okay, so that's the cotton acrylic blends. Let's see. Okay, this, I love Uluru. I don't know how many of you have seen this before. Uluru is from Queensland Yarn Collection, or Queensland Collection. It's a cotton blend. Again, Brenda, this is one for you. 49% cotton, 43% acrylic, and 8% polyamide. And Uluru, what I love about Uluru is it's almost a gradient. Well, actually, I think it does kind of work up because there's such long striping color changes. They do kind of work as a gradient. They've got a halo. This one's got a halo. It's a super fine, so it's a fingering weight. The skein has, no, I lost it. 382 yards in this. So you can do a lot with one ball of this. But it's got a halo. I don't know if you can see the halo. I'll try. It's got a really soft halo, almost like as if you've got like an Angora or a cashmere in the yarn, but you don't really. And it's a boucle with all the little bumps in it. This yarn makes beautiful shawls, sweaters. One of my local yarn shops when I lived on the west side carried this. I mean, this was one of her biggest bases that she carried in her shop. And I mean, she had every color, I think. Perfectly Naughty. She's also, if you live in Washington State on the west side and are looking for a yarn shop who carries non-allergic yarns, it would be Perfectly Naughty in Arlington, Washington. But she carried us almost every single color. Yes, like a mohair. It definitely, Brenda, and it's beautiful. And she had just about every project imaginable crocheted up in this. I mean, she had sweaters, she had hats, she had fingerless gloves, shawls. But this yarn, I mean, every time I would go into that shop, I would always go there first. In fact, I had 2 balls of like a berry colored one that I made a shawl as a gift for someone. So don't have it anymore, but working this is just beautiful. So I can't wait to win blues again. Blue is my favorite color. So I am envisioning, because I only have 1 ball of this color, but I'm envisioning a hat and maybe a cowl. That might be enough yarn there to do at least, I would think, a smaller cowl with a hat. So stay tuned on that one. This is so pretty. Okay. Got 2 more balls in here. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one out first. Here's a silky kid that she was talking about. So this is like a mohair. It is a mohair. Super Kid mohair in silk. Let me grab some coffee here. Moving to a new area, my allergies have kicked in, and I'm losing my voice almost daily now. So excuse me. Okay, there we go. So 76% Super Kid mohair, 24% silk. This is a lace weight, obviously. Usually kid mohair is in the lace weight, but look at that, guys. Isn't that fun? Now, can you imagine this as a cool little scarf? Or actually, I'm thinking these 2 colors together for a shell to wear for like a Christmas party or holiday party or a special event. I can see both of these in a gorgeous, oh gosh, this blue. I can totally picture this as a, what do you call it? Not a cowl, a shawlette, sorry, a shawlette that's really lacy open work, as like a summer wrap even for a glam night out on the town and during the summer. I mean, just, oh, lots of things. Even a hat. I mean, a really cool sparkly hat, like a beret style, or a even a slouchy hat that's just got some bling. And so I'm kind of excited about these two together. Okay. Oh, I haven't worked with mohair in a long, long time. So it's going to be one of those that I'm going to have to really spend some time with. But I have some ideas already. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the thing about yarn, is that you cannot help but be around yarn and have all these ideas going through your head. I mean, no matter what you're doing, it could be just a quick stop into a yarn shop, or be at a large event, or just opening a box that has a bunch of samples like this. Okay, this is the last one. But yeah, I'm so inspired right now. It's not even funny. Okay, Juniper Moon. This is one of my favorite companies too. My local yarn shop on the west side, Stilly River Yarns, carried a bit of the Juniper Moon line too. This is Zooey. It's a soft cotton linen blend, 60% cotton and 40% linen. So Brenda, here you go. It's a number 2, so it's a fingering weight. It's got 284 yards, and they recommend an size E through a size 7, so 3.5 to 4.5 millimeter. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I mean, I love linen. If you've seen any of my books, they all have at least one project that's done in some sort of linen. But cotton linen blends are fabulous. And now that I live in an area that gets super hot during the summer, I'm not used to, this is not Seattle weather anymore. A cotton linen is going to be probably a go-to whenever I make myself tops or sweaters or anything, especially for summers, because I tend to get chilly at night, even unless it's really excessive heat outside, but I tend to get chilly at night. So having something like this to work with, this would make an absolute gorgeous shell. It would make an absolute gorgeous shawl even. I love shawls in linen. I mean, that's just a given for me. But a shell, a cardigan, I can see this as a tank top. And actually, one of the things I've been kind of playing with an idea for is a skirt. And linen cotton blend would be amazing for a skirt. And I love this color. This is color, let me find it. This is Honeybee color number 36. Oh, so, and it's fingering. You guys know I love fingering. So I've got a few ideas already running through my head for this too. So, so tell me guys, what do you, this is the last one. So tell me what you think. Anybody have any ideas of what they would like to try, what you would like to try out of what you've seen? I've got Noro. I've got this new Jody Long that I had never seen until yesterday, literally on Instagram. The Marisol. I've got the Ella Ray, the sparklies with the Silk Kid. Anybody, did something strike your fancy that you hadn't seen before? Zoe comes in a bunch of colors. That would, oh, see, spring, summer skirts. I'm going to have to go look online at your color line now, because I mean, I love this Honeybee, but I can just imagine it with like a navy blue or teal mixed with it or something like that for a skirt. I mean, I've got a couple ideas already. The Alluru, which is the boucle with the mohair feel to it with the halo. I wish I could show you that halo. Maybe you can kind of see it right through here. A little bit of a halo. I'm trying to see if this will adjust. I don't. Nope. And then I've got the two lace weights and the cotton, the Huasco cotton. I love speckled dyes. And that the long stripe a little bit. And then there's the Huasco sock. Brenda, which is the one? You just said that one. I don't know which one you're talking about. Amy Davies. Welcome, Amy. I don't know if I saw you pop in. Zoe for a tank sounds great on these. Yes. A tank top right now sounds awesome right now. This nurture, I love this boucle, and I cannot wait to swatch with this cotton. Anna Louisa, this one, oh, right, Brenda, there's so many. This is the kettle dyed Huasco sock. The red, it's really red, guys. I promise you, it's red. I don't know why that's so orange. And then there's the, nobody does color like Noro. I can't wait to try this one too. This one is so soft. And cotton and pauline. And then last but not least, the Louisa Harding, which I've got some ideas for too. So anybody have some thoughts about what they saw? Are you guys inspired? I'm very inspired right now. It looks orange. I know it really does look orange, but it's you know what I might do is I might take a picture of some of these and put them on my Instagram feed so that people who weren't able to pop in can see them, and hopefully I'll be able to get more true colors when in those photos. So let me know what you're thinking. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited about these too, the Likey hooks. If you haven't tried, I mean, I've tried the knitting needle, so I can tell you these are super smooth to work with. I cannot wait to try the crochet hooks. And there's one, I'm going to pull one out so you guys can see what they look like. And I like that they're, I don't know if you can read that at all, but they're labeled on the bottom, which is really cool too. The last yarn, the cotton and linen. Oh, I think that would be an excellent, oh, yeah, the excellent for a top. Yes, Anna Louisa, I think that too. Brenda, this is the Queensland Uluru. Is this one you were talking about? Oops, upside down. Uluru. Which we get a little closer. Beautiful colors, aren't they? I love this blue. I'm so excited. So first of all, I want to say thank you to KFI for sending me such a gorgeous box of yarn and to share with you guys. Believe me, in the next few weeks, you're going to be seeing me swatching a lot of these yarns online. I might do some live swatching, and I might do some swatching and then create some video, just static video that I'll upload to YouTube, and then I might even just do straight on blog posts about swatching and ideas. So one of the things was, once I go through some of these yarns that I'm considering for a sweater, I think I already have, just based on feel, but I have to swatch it first. I want to make a cardigan out of cotton or a cotton blend. And I have the idea in my head. I just need to find the right one, and I'm really thinking it's going to be the Nurture, but I have to, again, I have to swatch it. And I'll probably do a kind of a crochet along with me as I design a sweater using this cotton yarn. So be watching for that. And but thank you so much to KFI and everybody there, and Karen and Gina, and for doing this. And if you guys have any questions for me on any of these yarns, if you're later on in the day thinking about them, just shoot me an email or ping me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll see what I can do to answer. In the show notes at the bottom of this video, I will have I have a link already in there for Knitting Fever's main website. And what I'll do is after this video starts processing, I'll put in links for each one of the yarns that I showed on screen, and the hooks as well, so you guys can see those. So I hope you enjoyed this. I've still got about 10 minutes before I have to leave for my next, actually I got a lot going on today. I've got a lot of meetings today. But I'm glad to answer any questions right now. And know that I'll be back next Wednesday again at 9 a.m. Pacific and noon Eastern. to do another one of these. And I think next week, I have something happening early next week that I can't talk about until after it happens. So I think next week I'm going to be talking about that little thing. So there's a few of you who will know ahead of time what's going on just because you helped me with the project. So how are you going to get through those meetings when you have all these exciting yarns to play with? I think I'm going to be playing with yarn as I'm going through these meetings. So fortunately, most of them are, I mean, they're like Zoom meetings, but I won't be on screen. I will be watching. So I have a couple, that's another announcement I will be doing next week as well. The next meeting I have is something really exciting as well. So, and I can't talk about it until they give us the okay. So I'm hoping today we'll get the okay. Yeah, I'm going to be dreaming about yarn for days now. I'm very excited to play with these. You're welcome, Brenda. I'm trying to see the last yarn, the cotton linen. Okay, so I'm just going back through to make sure I didn't miss something with your questions here. What did I do? There we go. So anyway, okay. Well, it looks like you guys are all kind of, I think we're done with questions. I don't see anything else. Whoa, what did I do? Why is that so tiny? There we go. There we go. Oh, Gina asked me something. Hang on. For some reason, okay. Would you recommend any of these yarns for the sock class with Stilly River? Yes. I would recommend definitely the Huasca sock and the kettle dyed one too. I would recommend both of those. I think the rest of them, I guess you could use the Louisa Harding because it does have acrylic in there. The nylon, though, for me is what really makes a sock sturdy. Crochet socks, we'll be talking about this in the class, but crochet socks tend to wear in the foot a little more than normal. Well, no, I should take that back. With knit socks, I tend to wear my feet out more. My husband tends to blow out his toes in the knitted socks, and I'm finding that the more nylon that's in it, the better they wear. And then I tend to, if I know that someone blows out a toe or a heel, I tend to put a reinforcement thread in there as well, and we'll talk about that in class. But anything that has the nylon in them, I would definitely go with. I'm trying to think. None of the rest of these have enough nylon that I can say. Maybe the painted lace that Karen was talking about earlier. That would be something. So anybody else have any questions before I go? I think we're doing good. I am so excited to just get into this yarn now. So I'm going to make it in the Huasca sock since it's machine washable. Yeah, I think that too. Machine washable is another thing you want to think about. If you're making them for yourself and you don't mind hand washing, you can use a whole bunch of different types of yarns for your socks. But if you're making them for somebody that you know is going to throw them in the washer, you want to make sure that it's a super wash and that it has nylon in it. So yes, socks should definitely be on the superwash side. That's absolutely important. So, is anybody else here taking my class? I'm so glad Gina's going to be there. I'm really excited that you're going to be there. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Brenda. I'm glad you were able to make it this time around. And okay, well, I'm going to sign off then, guys, and I will see you all next week. And again, you might want to check back in the next, I don't know, next couple hours and just look at the show notes for this, and I'll have all the yarns listed and information about them as well. Okay, or at least the links for sure from KFI. So anyway, I will see you guys next week. And thank you for joining me. And thank you again, KFI, for all you've done. And I will talk to you all soon. See you later. Have a good rest of your week.